Okay, so we've established that neoclassical economists don't want you to use expansionary interventionist policies if the economy is in recession. So what is it that neoclassical economists say that should be done in recession? So what's our neoclassical response to recession? And the first, I guess the simplest answer is that your initial response is, well, there's no need to do anything. We said that firstly, if product and labour markets are fully flexible, then there's no need to do anything. The economy will return to the Nehru quite quickly anyway. We're going to return to the Nehru, the economy is going to self-stabilise, and that's going to happen reasonably quickly. But as we said, that's not necessarily going to happen, because it's not necessarily the case that product and labour markets are fully flexible. We talked about the problems with sticky wages and sticky prices and so on and so forth. So what's the neoclassical answer to that? Let's suppose that this isn't happening. For some reason, this doesn't happen. The economy remains stuck in recession. What are neoclassical economists going to say? Well, they're going to say the reason that we're stuck in recession is that, product and labour markets aren't fully flexible. They would agree with Keynesians that that we're not self-stabilising because of problems there. But they'd say the solution isn't then to simply increase aggregate demand. The solution is to increase the flexibility of product and labour markets. So therefore, what they'd be looking to do is, if the economy isn't self-stabilising, then we use policies to increase the flexibility of product and labour markets. We need to unstick wages and prices. And this is going to be very similar to policies that we talked about that are designed to improve the Nehru, reduce the Nehru. Yeah? So in labour markets, what's making wages sticky? We talked about things like trade unions. So what they're going to want to do is they're going to want to decrease trade union power. They're going to want to deregulate labour markets, to make it easier to hire and fire. They're going to want to decrease or abolish things like the national minimum wage. So, in other words, they want to increase competition inside labour markets to make it easier for wages to fall, and then the economy will then need no further intervention. In other words, we're intervening to remove obstacles that have already been put in place. In product markets, again, same as before, we need competition laws to force firms to be able to to compete with one another. So anti-monopoly laws, that type of stuff. We want to engage in international free trade. We want to remove protectionism. To force local firms to compete with firms internationally, which will again allow prices to fall, will force prices to fall. So they're saying that the only reason an economy is stuck in recession for any prolonged period of time is that labour and product markets aren't fully flexible. Therefore, the answer is, let's do it. Let's make them more fully flexible. So what's the Keynesian response to that going to be? They're going to say, well, maybe that's true. But they're going to have two objections, really, to this use of to increasing the flexibility of product and labour markets. Firstly, they're going to say it's going to take a long time. So these types of policies, the economy is going to be stuck in recession. Unemployed people are going to be unemployed for a long time. In the long run, we're all dead. So even if the economy is going to self-stabilize in the long run is a long time, and in the meantime, people are suffering. The economy is wasting resources through unemployment. And particularly if you then need to improve the flexibility of product and labour markets, this is all going to take a hell of a long time. And secondly, they're worried about the side effects. That a lot of these supply side policies, especially on the labour market, they're going to increase inequality. So although the economy may self-stabilise more quickly, they're not, the side effects in terms of the impact on people's lives are something that Keynesian economists tend to worry about. So although the US economy will tend to recover from a shock quite quickly, and will return to a low level of NERU, what they'll be looking at is what is the quality of life like for workers with very limited job security, on 0 hours contracts and that type of stuff. So therefore they might say, well, look, A, it might not work. B, even if it does work, even if self-stabilization does occur, maybe the price that's going to have to be paid to make that happen isn't really worth it.